So Tommy, last time I spoke to you was in Saudi for the Jake fight, and you looked very confident then. You came across very confident, but this time it just seems a little bit different. The way you're speaking about KSI and the experience disparity between the two of you.
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel like you've almost won the lottery landing this fight?
I don't know whether about winning the lottery. I mean, it is what it is. It's another fight to me. I train hard for every single person who's in the ring, but there's a different feeling. Like, I just know what I'm going to do on Saturday. Jake Paul, it was a bit fuzzy on what I was going to do and doing there and how it was going to go, but I'm solely fixed and solely determined on this man, and I have been for 10 hard weeks. I've had a 10 times better camp than Jake Paul. Obviously, for the last camp, my baby was born 2 weeks before the fight. Everything was a bit all over the place. But I've zoned in hard for 10 weeks, and I just know what I'm going to do to him.
Yeah.
So when you know that, it just takes all the pressure off.
And I saw on your YouTube channel again, like you did for the Jake fight, you stayed away from home.
Yeah.
But you've actually been training in Cheshire, which isn't that far away from your house. So if you wanted to, you probably could have stayed at home. Why is it that you decided to take yourself away from your family?
Could have stayed at home, for the full camp. Home was probably 15 minutes away from the camp. Have I been back? No. But I've seen him once a week for the past 10 weeks. And that's just because I want to zone in and concentrate. You have to make sacrifices in this game. And who else? Especially out of this circuit, no one's doing that. They're all around the missus, they're all in bed with the missus at night time, they're all, kissing and cuddling. I've had none of that. I've been hard, been living on my own, training on my own. I've got the best team in the world, and I'm ready to show all the discipline and sacrifice on Saturday night.
Yeah, and I heard you describe the hotel as a prison, because, if you wanted to, you probably could have rented out a 5-star place, but what was your hotel room like?
Honestly, the hotel is beautiful. It's a beautiful hotel. I can't thank Champions enough for what they've done for us. But at the end of the day, I liken it to a fancy prison, because all I've been doing for the past 10 weeks, I've been going to the gym and coming back, eating, sleeping, and watching films.
Yeah.
It's a fancy prison. I've not done anything else for 10 weeks. I'm in a razor sharp mental state. I'm just ready to go out there and deliver a career best performance.
Yeah, and you mentioned there the last fight, baby just born. So this isn't your first fight as a dad, but it's your first training camp as a dad. And I'm sure you don't need any motivation to win the fight, of course, but the fact that you have actually only seen your family once a week, do you feel like KSI has to be the man to pay for that?
Yeah, 100%. KSI has done and said a lot of things, and he's going to have to pay for that on Saturday night. I'm quietly calm, composed, and ready to go, but he will pay for everything that he said over this past 10 weeks.
Yeah, and it's interesting that Logan's now saying he potentially fancies one. I know you don't want to look ahead, but that is a fight that could potentially make sense because of the fact he'd be avenging his brother and his business partner. Do you feel like that could potentially be the one that makes the most sense if you beat KSI?
Definitely. When I beat KSI, I'm just going to solely concentrate on him until Saturday night, get a great performance, God willing, and then we'll get around the table and see what's next. I'm sure, if Logan Paul wants it, he can definitely have it 100%. I don't really care about these guys. Any one of them, whoever wants it at that time, whoever puts up the best offer, they're going to have the fight, aren't they? It doesn't matter to me who I fight. Especially not with these guys.
Yeah. Your old friend Jake Paul potentially going to be there ringside. Any problem with that, him being there?
No, not at all. Not at all. Listen, at the end of the day, we had our beef, we had our fight, we settled it all in the ring. And for now, that's died down. There's always going to be a fight there, so I'm sure he wants to get that one back, but that'll never happen. And at the end of the day, he can sit there and he can watch what should have been done to him.
It is interesting as well, like yourself, after you have a fight, you do gain a level of respect for someone. And he was recently asked, Jake, about whether you would give him a rematch, and he actually said, we've been talking in the DMs, we've agreed to do the rematch. Is that true, and how much can you say about potentially direct messages with Jake?
At the end of the day, Jake's all right. Jake's a lot better man than KSI, I'll tell you that. But at the end of the day, I'm focused on KSI, and when I come for him, I'm sure we'll sit around the table again, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the last dealing with the Pauls.
Yeah. If you get the job done as quickly as you plan on doing, when you get it done as quickly as you do, you will come out fairly unscathed. Do you fancy maybe a spot on the Tyson Usyk undercard?
Listen, just keep your eyes peeled.